You don't wake up at 80 feeling like a champion by accident. You wake up at 80 because somewhere along the road, you made a few crucial choices that kept you standing when others fell. Today, I want to open a little window into my life and share with you the 5 things that truly saved my health. Some of them are simple, some are hard, but every one of them, I believe, gave me years I might not have had otherwise. Before I dive in, if you're someone who values real-life wisdom, lessons earned over a lifetime, not theory or trend, I invite you to subscribe. This channel is a place where we talk about what truly matters as we age: health, happiness, resilience. Now let's get into it. The first thing that saved my health was walking. Not running marathons. Not lifting heavy weights. Simple, daily walking. I made a habit of walking every single day, rain or shine, cold or hot. It wasn't a fitness plan, it was a promise to myself. At first, it was just around the block. Then it became 2 blocks, then 3. Over time, that small act did something powerful. It kept my heart strong, my legs moving, my mind clear. Walking is so simple it almost feels too easy to matter. But it matters. More than the fancy machines at the gym. More than the miracle pills they advertise on TV. When you walk daily, you're sending a message to your body. I still need you. Stay strong for me. And the body listens, if you're consistent. I didn't walk to set records. I walked to stay free. Free from wheelchairs. Free from hospital beds. Free from needing someone else to move me from one room to another. If you take one thing from this talk, take this: never stop moving. The minute you sit down and stay down, your body starts packing up shop. It thinks the journey is over. The second thing that saved my health was staying connected to people. Loneliness is a silent killer. It raises blood pressure. It weakens the immune system. It eats away at your will to live. When my wife passed away, I could have shriveled up inside. There were mornings I wanted to, but I forced myself to pick up the phone, to meet an old friend for coffee, to volunteer at the local center, to wave to the neighbors, even when I didn't feel like talking. Human beings aren't made to live in isolation. We're herd animals even when we grow older and more tired. And staying connected, laughing, complaining, remembering, it kept me alive in ways medicine never could. Your friends don't have to be perfect. You don't have to talk about profound things. Even just sitting next to someone, watching the cars go by, has healing power. If you find yourself withdrawing, pick up the phone. Call someone. Or be the person who listens when someone else calls. Connection is a two-way street, and walking down that street keeps your spirit young even when your body starts feeling old. Now, these 2 habits alone, walking and staying connected, they already gave me back more years than I can count. But there's more. And in the next part, I'll tell you about a 3rd thing, something almost nobody talks about, but which made a bigger difference than all the vitamins and medications combined. The 3rd thing that saved my health was learning how to sleep again. Now, I know, at my age, everyone complains about sleep. You hear it at every coffee shop, every waiting room. I can't sleep anymore, they say. I wake up at 3 a.m. every night. And yes, aging changes your sleep patterns. But what I realized was this: sleep isn't just about quantity. It's about quality. For years, I stayed up too late watching TV, snacking mindlessly, worrying about things I couldn't fix. I thought that was normal. It wasn't. It was killing me quietly. One day, after a health scare, I made a decision. I treated sleep like medicine. I turned off the TV by 8 p.m. I stopped drinking coffee after 2 p.m. I made my bedroom a sacred space. No screens, no chaos. Just a place for rest. And the change was like night and day. Literally. I woke up with more energy. My blood pressure dropped. My mind cleared. It wasn't easy at first. I would toss and turn. But over time, my body learned to trust the rhythm. If you want to stay healthy at 80, guard your sleep like a treasure. Because it is. Now, on to the 4th thing. And it's a hard one. It's forgiving both yourself and others. I carried grudges for years. Family betrayals. Business deals gone bad. Old friends who said the wrong thing at the wrong time. And every one of those grudges was a heavy stone in my chest. It took me a long time, too long, to realize that holding on to bitterness wasn't hurting them. It was hurting me. Forgiveness isn't about pretending what they did was okay. It's about choosing your own peace over your own pain. When I finally let go, when I whispered into the dark, "I forgive you even if you never say sorry," something shifted inside me. A burden lifted. My body felt lighter. My heart beat easier. Anger is exhausting. Bitterness is poisonous. If you want to live long and live well, lay those burdens down. You'll never regret the years you free yourself from anger. You'll only regret the years you wasted carrying it. Now, that brings me to the fifth and final thing that saved my health. And trust me, it's not what you think. It's not diet. It's not supplements. It's not some trendy cold plunge therapy. It's something simpler, quieter, and I'll tell you all about it in the next part. The fifth and final thing that saved my health might surprise you. It wasn't a fancy treatment or some secret superfood. It was learning how to stay curious. Curiosity kept me alive. At a time when so many of my friends started shrinking their world, staying inside, doing the same thing day after day, I decided I would stay a student of life. I picked up new hobbies. I learned how to paint, even though I couldn't draw a straight line. I started reading about distant countries, even though I knew I'd never travel that far. I taught myself little things like how to fix a broken toaster, how to cook a new dish, how to grow tomatoes on the windowsill. Every new thing I learned gave me a spark. It kept my brain from growing stiff and old before its time. It gave me little reasons to wake up, little reasons to smile. Curiosity made me feel young, even when my bones creaked and my hair turned silver. And here's something they don't tell you. When you stop learning, you start dying. Maybe not right away, but slowly, quietly, your world gets smaller, darker. Until one day, you wake up and realize you've stopped truly living. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out and get a college degree at 80. I'm saying, find wonder in the small things. Ask questions. Try things you've never tried. Taste food you've never tasted. Read books from authors you've never heard of. It doesn't matter if you're good at it. It matters that you're interested. And this doesn't just protect your spirit, it protects your body too. Studies have shown that keeping the mind active reduces the risk of dementia, depression, and even heart disease. But even without the studies, I can tell you from experience, staying curious kept me excited about life. It kept me moving forward instead of slipping quietly into a chair and waiting for the end. When I look back at my life now, it's not just the big moments I cherish, weddings, graduations, birthdays. It's also the little ones. The afternoon I figured out how to play a song on the harmonica. The night I stayed up learning the constellations with my grandson. The day I finally perfected my grandmother's soup recipe after years of trying. Curiosity gave me a second youth. And you can have it too. It costs nothing, just a willingness to say, I wonder what would happen if I tried. Now, before I close this chapter, let me tell you something important. The 5 things I shared, walking, connection, sleep, forgiveness, curiosity, they aren't quick fixes. They aren't magic pills. They're quiet habits, small choices, made day after day. They build on each other, like bricks in a strong house. And when storms come, and believe me, they will, it's these habits that hold you steady. It's these habits that whisper to you, you're stronger than you think. You're not done yet. In the final part, I want to leave you with a few personal thoughts, things I wish someone had told me earlier. Not advice, really. Just hard-earned truths from an old man who's seen a lot of seasons come and go. Stick with me. If you're still here, listening, I want you to know something. Reaching 80 isn't just about luck. It's about living with intention. Most people drift. They wake up each morning and just react to whatever the world throws at them. But if you want to grow old with strength, not just years, but strength, you have to choose your life every single day. You have to choose movement over sitting, connection over isolation, rest over restless scrolling, forgiveness over anger, curiosity over boredom. You have to choose life, even when life gets hard. There were days I didn't want to get up and walk. Days I didn't want to talk to anyone. Nights I couldn't sleep, no matter how hard I tried. Mornings when bitterness crept up on me like a cold fog. But the choice wasn't about feeling good. It was about being faithful to myself, to the life I was still lucky enough to live. And here's another thing. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get it right every time. I've missed days. I've fallen back into bad habits. I've spent afternoons feeling sorry for myself. But I never stayed there. One missed walk doesn't mean you give up walking forever. One lonely week doesn't mean you stop reaching out. One night of bad sleep doesn't mean you give up on rest. Resilience isn't about never falling. It's about getting up again and again and again. You are stronger than you think. No matter what age you are now, 60, 70, 80, or even beyond, there is still beauty ahead. There are still memories waiting to be made. There are still people who need your laughter, your stories, your wisdom. And maybe most important of all, you still need you. So today, I invite you. Choose to walk. Choose to connect. Choose to rest. Choose to forgive. Choose to stay curious. One small choice at a time, one simple act of faith at a time, you can build a life that feels rich and full even in your later years. Before we part ways today, I want to leave you with something from the heart. If you're watching this right now, it tells me something important. It tells me you still care about your health, about your life, about your journey. It tells me you're not done growing, not done learning, not done living. And that is beautiful beyond words. We live in a world that often forgets the value of experience, the power of wisdom earned over decades. But here, on this channel, we remember. We honor every laugh line, every gray hair, every lesson learned the hard way. You are not invisible here. You are not forgotten here. You are seen. You are valued. You are celebrated. If what you heard today gave you even a little spark of hope, if it reminded you that it's never too late to take care of yourself, to find new joy, to live with strength and grace, then I gently ask you to please subscribe to this channel. Because we're building something special here. A place where wisdom isn't just respected, it's cherished. A place where we lift each other up, where we learn from one another, where we remind ourselves every day that aging is not a decline. It's a deeper kind of blooming. When you subscribe, you're not just clicking a button. You're joining a family that believes the best chapters of our lives can still be ahead of us, if we dare to keep turning the page. I will be here week after week, sharing not just advice, but real-life wisdom, encouragement, and the small, steady steps that keep us strong, in body, mind, and spirit. If you've ever felt like the world moves too fast and forgets the ones who built it, this channel is for you. If you've ever felt like you had more to give, more to learn, more to experience, this channel is for you. And if you simply want to be part of a community that sees aging not as something to fear, but as something to embrace with open arms, then I truly hope you'll stay. Please, right now, before you click away, tap that subscribe button. It only takes a moment, but it means the world to me and to this growing family of wisdom seekers. Together, we can make these years not just longer, but richer. Together, we can prove that strength, beauty, and purpose don't have an expiration date. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Take good care of yourself, because you are more precious, more powerful, and more loved than you may even realize. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep choosing life, and keep choosing you.